Hello and hi everyone, thank you so much for joining in today. I am Magical Matthias and I'm doing a quick little tutorial on how to do an eye swap on a rainbow high doll. This one will be with Miss Sheryl Myers and Miss Daria. I really want to switch them because I'm going to turn Daria into my version of The Little Mermaid from the new live action movie. You can see my shirt is wet. It's because I actually kind of already got started on this. So I know a lot of people wanted to see the outcome of these, so I want to kind of do it with you. I have not done an eye swap on this new Series 3 face sculpt yet. And it is actually very different than the classic sculpt. I actually am not sure. I feel like they are using a thicker plastic in general on all the new dolls, but this sculpt has really different and specific eye sculpts, and the depth of the actual eye itself is kind of different. So what I've got right now is I've got the heads of Daria and Miss Sheryl in water that I put on in the microwave for about 5 minutes. Be careful with their hair. You do not want to submerge it, but you also want to make sure that that water is steaming. I'm going to go ahead and let you know you are going to be seeing dolls without bodies, so if that offends you, girl, get on out of here. Also, any tools that you are going to use, I would suggest to maybe steer clear of metal. I don't have a lot of options today because all of my wooden tools are at my parents' house. So get wooden tools if you've got them, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get their eyes out. So yeah, you want to just make sure that that water is nice and really warm, and it's going to make their head really soft and squishy. Once you have it like this, ooh, hey girl, she had a good time. Once you have it like this, you're going to go ahead and pop out that eye. So you just push one eye to the other and then pop it out. Come on, girl. Let me pop it out with this guy. If you put something on the inside, it's usually a little bit... They go crazy. All right, so here is one of her eyes, and you could potentially mess up the eyelashes, so just keep that in mind. But this is her right eye, while left if you're looking this way. I'm gonna put them down and just say this is her like left eye, and know that the left corner is that like big, wider piece. So I'm gonna put it down like this on the ground, just so I remember which side that one goes on. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pop this eye out. And if you just use something on the inside, it does seem to be a little bit easier. So, and you can see that it comes out pretty simply. And you've got this spooky zombie girl. Oh my goodness. And so this one was on the right side. So you can see that the larger part is on that, right? It's so hard because like you're facing me and I'm holding it out this way, but this eyeball goes on the opposite side of the other. Nearest the nose is where the eye is the smallest part. If that helps, that might be a little bit easier to say, I think. So let me go ahead and get Miss Daria's eyeballs out. And y'all be careful, use adult supervision. Also keep in mind, you can damage these dolls. So if these are your absolute favorite dolls, girl, don't put their head in boiling water. Do not take their eyeballs out. That is on you, okay? Do not blame me for that. Ooh, Daria. And let's see, that is her. Like I said, that larger part goes on the outside. The smaller part goes on the inside. So that one is going to be her right eyeball if you're like looking at her. If I'm looking at her, it's on the right side. Then we'll take out the left one from the inside. Remember, everybody, it's a lot easier from the inside. Like keep an eye out because they go crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and do the actual swap itself. I'll go ahead and put Daria's inside of Sheryl so that while you're swapping their eyes as well, you want to make sure that you keep the other head in the water so that way it can stay nice and warm whenever you are ready to put those eyes in. And it may take a few times, it may take a few seconds, so just get that going. I really want to remove that glitter. Ugh. Oh wait, yeah. Okay, you guys. If you get the water nice and warm, you can also take this time to remove her nasty glitter. Why would they put gold glitter on this doll? Ugh. Well, you may want to put her back in the water after you get that off. Gross glitter. And see, I like glitter, so it's just the gold. There's something about that gold glitter that I'm just like not really trying to have on a doll because it never goes with anything. Well, let me reword that. It never goes with anything cute. Goes with a lot of tacky things, which I'm not judging. Actually, I just judged a lot, so I did just judge. Well, since we got a lot of that glitter off, I'm gonna put her head back in the water actually, because she needs to be warming up now. Whew, and that water is really hot. let's let her fill up the water, get all the water out of Miss Daria. And so now is that moment of truth. Let's go ahead and get those brown eyes in here. So with this, I always recommend to work from the outside in, so that way whenever you put it in, shove it in the corner, because it does actually fit these little 2 pegs, and these little 4 pegs. These are different than the other ones because there's a lot more pegs. So again, just make sure that widest part of the eye is going towards the outside. And then the inside, be sure that you can push it in, and you may need to pop it out, put it back in a few times. That is totally understandable, because you can do that while she's still nice and warm. But just keep in mind, you can mess up the eyelashes while you're doing this, so you want to try and do it as quickly as possible. So let's put it on in there. Ooh, and they kind of get really, the plastic gets really cold really quickly, so I'm going to put her back in before I do anything that may damage her. So let's go ahead and get Miss Sheryl's in since we're here. Eye swapping is always a little bit of trial and error. On the other one, I can get it pretty quickly, but this one, it's just quick and it gets cold really quick, this plastic. I don't recommend to use a heat gun because you can really damage the doll a lot. So grab that eye, the widest part goes in the very corner. Let's go ahead and put it in and see if we can get it down in there. And you want to take that tool probably to get the rest of the way in. Get in there, girl. Sometimes they're stubborn. Very stubborn, jeez. Yes, we're getting there. Those eyelashes are not though. Those eyelashes are gone. Let's see. Get in there, girl. You got this. You got this. You're almost there. You're almost there. Keep it going. It's actually not so bad, the eyelashes. Oh, she's so pretty with this eye color. That's probably why they didn't put her with this eye color, is because it's just like, what? Girl, you're way too pretty for a normal situation. Okay. And use your thumb to kind of push it down and push it in towards the middle as you get there. You can see that she's getting there. She's kind of giving some side eye right now. She's very sassy. That's really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and put her back in the water so her head can be warming. Like I said, it's a constant battle of warming the water and adjusting the eye. So let's get Miss Daria. And Daria, I really can't stand her makeup. That is just rude. I don't know why they give somebody that mauve. Let's go ahead and get that larger eyeball. Put it in the corner there. The larger part of the eye, not the larger eyeball. It doesn't make sense. There's something about Daria that's just more difficult for some reason. Let's try the other eye. Let's see if I can push it in. No, it's just not wanting to go in. The pegs on these ones, they're just huge. And the doll's eyes, like the actual socket, is kind of small. It's very difficult with these. So I would say start off with like an older generation and move to these next, because these are a little bit more difficult, y'all. Let's go back to Miss Sheryl while we let Miss Daria warm again. Some exorcist stuff. Alrighty, so she is in there. She's actually looking really good. Let's go ahead and just push that eyeball in a little bit more. This thing that's totally broken. But we're just using it to push it in just a little bit more. And we'll find out what's going on with her eyelashes a little bit later. Ooh, she's beautiful. Here, I'll let you guys see. She's absolutely beautiful, oh my goodness. Now let's see if this is still warm enough. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and warm up a little bit more water. Hold for one brief moment. Alrighty, everybody, we are back with some warm water. We've got Daria and Sheryl in that. So I actually went ahead and put Daria's brown eye in. She's so beautiful, you guys. They should have given these dolls an eye swap way long ago because they're perfect now. So I've got my last eye for Miss Sheryl. I'm gonna go ahead and get her out of the water, let you guys see her. She's nice and warm, and be careful if that water is super hot. You don't want to melt that hair. So let's go ahead and just get her back in there. So there she is. She's so beautiful. I love her with these blue eyes and without that glitter. Ugh, that glitter was so ugly. Okay. Let's go ahead and put it in at an angle. Don't get any hair behind it. Once you're like brushing the hair whenever the water is warm like this, you're also potentially removing some of that factory glue. So keep that in mind whenever you are doing that. So I've got it in, I put it in at an angle so that way I could get the bulk of the eye in. And then you kind of just play around with it until you can get the rest in, honestly. And try your best not to stretch out that eye socket. There we go. So if you've got that water nice and really warm, then you can usually adjust it. Let's see. So let's go ahead and push it the rest of the way in with this little pokey guy. There we go. And push. Okay, perfect. So let's push it down a little bit and then shove it back in. You want it to kind of be at an angle, like that inner lash line needs to kind of hit here, so like that's not cutting itchy crazy. So let's go ahead and get it in there. And this is also the part where people can get frustrated because like it's so close, but you still may have to pop it back out and put it back in just so you can get at the exact angle. And also, this is a good time to use your thumb because your thumb is going to create that traction sometimes. And if you push this corner up, okay, so she's super duper close. She is just almost there, but I'm still going to put her back in that water and finish her up a little bit. So let's see. Perfect, she's really close. So I'm gonna do one more take in that water and see if I can finish her up. And Daria is just like beautiful. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for her. And her new Under the Sea adventure. She is so beautiful. I almost like might even just keep her with this pink hair. No, I think what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna do an RAT dye of yellow. So here she is, I got the brown eye right here. Take the bulk of the corner, put it into that corner socket. No, Daria's been kind of temperamental, honestly, so let's see. Let's get it in. Let's try our best not to mess up all these eyelashes. Don't stab yourself in the head also. And you may end up like this. So put her back in the water if you need to, so you can soften up that vinyl if needed. Okay, let's push it back. There we go, we're almost there. She's getting so close, but she's still like very scary looking. And more than likely, whenever you repaint a doll, you'll have to do their eyelashes anyway, so I'm not getting too stressed out about that. There's the eyeball. Okay, I'm gonna let her get warm again because clearly she is upset at this eyeball. And I'm also gonna throw that eyeball in there to see if I can reset those lashes. So let's put our finishing touches on Miss Sheryl. She's very beautiful. Let's go ahead and you can see that the inside of that eye is just a little bit off center right over there, and she's kind of like bulging out over there. So let's just put her back in. Well, that was easy. And that's pretty much all we'll have to do. I'm just pushing the eyelashes up to see if I can get them to set properly again. And that may take a little bit of time. But just to get her done real quick, she's looking pretty darn good. I always use like a dog brush or something because those wire bristles are better for your doll's hair than the plastic, because the plastic will pull at it. So let's just put her on a body. She's really beautiful. I'm kind of really impressed with her. Alrighty, and here is Miss Sheryl. Ooh, I can't wait to see her with her hair dry. Hold on. And let's see if we can put those finishing touches on Daria. Come on, Miss Daria. You can do it. Everybody get it in here for Miss Daria or Miss Ariel. Are you guys excited about the new Little Mermaid coming out? I'm so pumped. I think it's going to be beautiful. There we go. That was so much easier, actually. And sometimes you just have to take it out, put it in the hot water, and bring it back in. Let's push. So I've got it at a weird angle, and it looks scary, but that's actually a lot easier than the other ones that we were doing. Oops, sorry. Oh my goodness, she's so pretty. Y'all, that was not as hard that time. Well, let's just get her finalized and adjusted. But you can see that she's really beautiful. So let's just go ahead and get her final little setting in there. I can't really see much else other than her eyelashes that need to get done, but this one's kind of wonky, so I'm gonna see if I can reset that. But other than that, she's pretty solid. I've got a lot of just loose hairs. Whenever you buy a new Rainbow High, she's always gonna like shed a bunch of hair, but this is a lot, y'all. Alrighty, let's go ahead and just push them up. And see if you can get them put in the right direction. Also, if there's any that are hiding underneath that lid, get those out too, because they can hide up there. Yeah, I think there's quite a bit still hiding up in there, but I'm not too worried about it right now. I might get it in a little while. Alrighty, here is Miss Daria. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, she's so pretty with brown eyes. They really should have given this doll brown eyes, and they really should have given this doll this seafoam look. Oh my goodness. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think they look better like this? Do you like them better before? For me, Daria with these eyes, it's just like I've never seen a doll that beautiful. So she's perfection. But with these eyes, it makes more sense with the color family as far as the reds in her hair and the pink tones that are in the eye that also reflect the hair. And even she actually has a little bit of yellow in her eyes. So they actually really make sense. It's almost like Rainbow High is targeting people who like to customize dolls and create new and inspiring things, especially since they go to a design school. So design your own doll. I think that's the purpose of Rainbow High. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Do you guys like these dolls? Do you prefer them in their original states better? Are there any other ones that I should show you guys how to eye swap? And what do you think Daria's hair is going to look like once I'm done with the yellow RAT dye? Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. Magical Matthias out.